Greetings. This is the Red Corner's Ukrainian Conflict Situation Report. September 7 to September 13, 2022. During the period, the following developments have taken place in the theater of operations. In the Izium-Balakleya sector of operations, Ukrainian groups using of their manifold advantage in manpower have been developing an offensive. From the Avdiivka direction, they succeeded in seizing the town of Balakleya despite significant losses. From there, they advanced towards the important location of the village of Balokov Yar, which allowed them receiving logistical support directly from the main base at Chuguyev. Moving from Chuguyev, the Ukrainian troops advanced at the village of Shevchenkovo, from where they continued to the town of Kupiansk, establishing control over its western part. Russian troops have been holding an aggressive defense posture along the highway M3 from the village of Volokov Yar south. The Ukrainian units diverted towards the village of Senkovo at the Oskal River. In order to prevent them from crossing the river, Russian troops blew up the bridge. From there, the Ukrainian units proceeded south towards the city of Izium. They were able to reach the village of Gorokhovka, where the Russian troops stopped their advance. Russian command, realizing the possibility of encirclement in the Izium-Balakleya sector, decided to withdraw from the positions in order to establish defense along the upper Seversky Donets River. Later on, the Ukrainian troops advanced north along the line of Shevchenkovo-Kupiansk. Russian units were not able to repel the attack, and were forced to retreat from their positions. 2 days later, Russian troops withdrew from the Kharkov region territory to the west of the Oskal River. During the Ukrainian offensive, high levels of foreign mercenary units activity have been observed.
What just happened to your rifle?
Got shot. That's the exit.
Professional military personnel from Western countries are being increasingly employed along with the weapons and combat materiel that are in constant supply to the Ukraine. In the Slavyansk sector, the Ukrainian troops, inspired by the success, attacked the town of Krasny Liman from 2 directions simultaneously. Over the past several days, the Russian and the LDPR units continued repelling the larger forces' attacks, preventing the opponent from crossing the Seversky Donets River. In the Seversk sector, the Ukrainian troops have also initiated a massive counteroffensive towards the city of Lysychansk. They succeeded in retaking the village of Belogorovka, which is within a 10-kilometer distance from the strategic city of Lysychansk. In the Oglidar sector, the Ukrainian troops have been concentrating reserves for a large-scale offensive for a future advance past Kherson. The Ukrainian command's objective appears to be the penetration of the Russian defense towards Mariupol in order to divide the defending forces into 2 parts. It is apparent that the Ukrainians have completely taken the operational initiative away from the Russian side. Despite the heavy losses, the Ukrainian troops do not seem to experience manpower shortages. Russian command responded by conducting additional missile strikes. For the first time since the beginning of the operation, 5 thermal-electric power plants were struck. As the result, a large portion of the eastern Ukraine sustained temporary blackouts. The purpose of the missile strikes was to disrupt the logistical support of the Ukrainian troops, which is mostly provided via electrified railroads. And that was the view from the Red Corner. Next report is coming up in 6 days. Thanks for watching.